Okay. How do we feel about fake merchandise? Let me just start there. Real quick. How do we feel about fake fake clothes, or if somebody is wearing like a fake Louis backpack, I don't know. Or somebody's got a fake Louis belt. Or what's another you can tell I'm so out of touch. What's another high-end brand but fake Balenciaga? If it's not like nasty fake, like liquor store style, buy it off behind the counter type fake. I'm talking about like replica. Damn, this camera angle is nasty, especially because I ain't got no lineup. I look nasty. How much emphasis do we really put on fake or designer brands? Is it that really big of a deal? And the reason why I asked that is going to lead into more reactions. Y'all ain't reacted just yet. People watching but ain't reacting. Listen, this is why I'm saying it. We just had an announcement with these tariffs that China has been the one making everything. All these brands that y'all think are high-end fashion Italian shit comes from these same Chinese factories that make everything exactly with the same replica materials. I know I've been to China. I've been to Hong Kong and Shanghai. I've been to replica malls where you will see something, and to the naked eye and naked inspection, you would never believe it was fake. Even in Turkey, I've seen some of the best knockoff shit you will ever see in the countries that come from mass production companies where textiles are common. China, Turkey, places I know about, certain cloths and leathers and all that is readily available in those places. And in China, they have all these factories that make everything. They just duplicate their systems and create the same things with their own materials. So my point is, on this fake shit, everybody thinks wearing fake shit is the end of the world. Like it just has to be, just because it's a designer that comes from this place. That shit is dumb as fuck. We've been brand washed for decades. And it's disgusting. I hate the fact that people pay money what they pay for something just because of the name, not even knowing it comes from the same place that the fake shit comes from. And you paying because you think it's high-end Italian leather goods and all this extra shit, bro. Like, but then you shit on everything else if it says made in China is bad. They exposing everything. Look at this.
Thoughts on now we realize like China's been making our gear. I don't know. Like, are we still gonna pay 10 racks?
You mean our clothes?
Yeah. I mean,
everything?
They've done Louis. They've done everything.
Why
and then they just put like a made in Italy tag on it.
Yeah. So it's like you're looking at a jacket that's 5 or 10 racks. Like, how you gonna look at it now?
Which is stupid.
Is Wiz Khalifa still gonna buy it?
Which is fucking stupid. And we pressing this. Look, another thing we was talking about that tie into the beginning of the stream. And we was pressing shit about hip hop and what it does to our community. Look, another reason why hip hop has fucked up our community, Vinny. Because look what brand washing has done to the society and made us think and feel and that what we have to attain to reach success. These are our trophies. Material items are now our trophies because of what's glorified as cool or successful in music. There's no other reason why Black culture has been influenced by designer clothes if it didn't come from music. There's no way you can deny that. Even back in the jazz era, motherfuckers wearing Armani and Versace and all these high-end brands, it came from musicians and the signs that the things that you attain when you get a certain amount of wealth. Designer goods, spend $5,000 on a jacket. That shit is scary. And now we got young kids in this community that's getting their money and saving up their money to spend $500 Balenciaga tees. That's what I'm saying. Like, so to say knockoff shit is like bad, bro. Fuck that. We need more knockoff shit to saturate the market so that the real shit can be devalued. We need more of. That's why these countries are now outlawing fake bags to their airports, and they're trying to spot shit, and you can get arrested and ticketed for it, or whatever the case may be. These brands are putting out hits on these fake companies. They have been for decades, but they've amped it up because the ability to recreate their products is so easy. They're putting cease and desist on anything that comes close to looking like shit. Because they know if the market gets saturated with affordable, like what Ye is trying to do, all them other foam shoes is out the way if Ye comes out with something that looks like them other ones that's $20. So if you saturate the market with knockoffs or cheaper purchasable items that look exactly the same, ain't nobody coming up inspecting your fucking tags and all this. If you get a good replica, nigga, wear your shit. I hate motherfuckers who is like quick to judge somebody because they want something that has the look of, but doesn't want to spend the price of. That to me is dumb. Nobody goes in and says, oh, I want to buy this chain because of how much it costs. Not because how it looks. Who goes in there like, oh, I want this chain just because it's 1.8 million. Maybe really, really rich motherfuckers that might just want to flex and say, hey, I got a $20 million chain on. But for the most part, your average consumer does not buy something for the cost of it. They buy it for how it looks. It's not art. These are rich white companies, foreign companies who have factories that just print something on a t-shirt, gang. That's not art, bro. Respectfully. I mean, the people who are printing it up and mass producing it and the people who are benefiting off of it aren't the creators who are designing it. Writing Balenciaga across the shirt or on a bunch of bees on a beanie is not necessarily art, especially when you're doing it at that type of level. We would expect a lot more. You got motherfuckers got big ass Balenciaga shoes that look like they had super glue all over them and fucking hot glue and dirty shoes made to look dirty. Like, bruh, that shit is crazy. And the type of shit that we promote in this music, these brands, is now making all these people think that these are the trophies we have to attain to see a type of success level. Let's go get Balenciaga Louis down. Let's go get, I don't even know these brands' names to know what's popping right now. Chrome Hearts. Let's go buy it out the mall. And these niggas is lost in the sauce, bro. They lost in the sauce, and it's perpetuated in addition to, I mean, it's always been like this. I know the old heads was wearing Armanis and Versace's and all this and Dolce and Gabbanas and all this, but the way it's been mass, yeah, you didn't see teenagers wearing that shit back then. The teenagers wasn't wearing Versace and Armani in the 60s and 70s, unless you was mob rich type shit. But your average teenager wasn't walking around with Versace socks. So the consumerism is at a way higher level, which means kids are being affected by it, which means it's detrimental to our community. Who doesn't want the hood trophies? Who doesn't want the accolades from a young minority from the inner city or a young minority from wherever? You want these accolades. So let me go spend $5,000 on a jacket. No, nigga, priorities is fucked up. I don't care how much money niggas got. You paying that for a brand that was made in China. All right, let me finish, bro. Clip worthy. Let me finish.
Really always look at where my clothes are made.
Trump got us fucked up now, man.
Because I don't. Where's this made? I don't really mind because I'll be like, if they making it in China, they better keep making this shit. Don't stop,
bro. What? Why would they listen? We're talking about companies in big business. Why would these companies?
It's just the price range.
Why would these companies? You think they got some special? They got a factory over there full of, and even in Italy, they got a factory of just the most special sewers in the entire world, the most special fabric cutters in the entire world. That just these Italian companies and French companies they have for they're like the only seamsters and seamstresses in the entire world. That's who makes the product. You think the leather what's that really expensive bag right now, that Celine bags and shit? You think the leather that a Celine bag is made out of in Italy, the motherfuckers in China can't get that same leather? They can get the same leather. So you think what makes they downplaying it, like what makes you think another country can't make the same thing? He said it looks good. Yes, it's the same concept. Cut the leather, put it on the table, sew it, do what you got to do, put it how you put it together, whatever the steps are. But you think they got 5 people in a factory in Italy making every single Celine bag, Birkin bags and shit? No. There's millions of people that can do that shit. Respectfully, they got a bunch of Chinese people in China doing it. They got a bunch of Italian people in Italy do it. They got a bunch of Mexican people in Mexico doing it. They doing it at cheap labor and they banging that shit out. You can get them same Jordans, them same Yeezys, them same high-end shoes made from the same Chinese factories, just unauthorized, with the same materials, the same digital outlines. They got AI now. They can get the fucking shoe and replicate it and get the same materials, cut it the same size, and build the shoe themselves and sell it at a cheaper price, and it's a replica. Nigga, fuck it. Shoot it! Got me fucked up, nigga. I hate this society that just, bro, we have brainwashed our culture, bro. Like, man, it's sad how much brainwashing that hip-hop has done to our culture, bro. And I'm specifically saying hip-hop because that's where the most people consume and get their, it's hip-hop. That's where you get your hipness. Everybody catches on a trend and then raps about it from hearing what somebody else said and did, and then this person catches. It's like, it's what's hip. The clothes, the fashion, everything starts in hip-hop. Yes, it happens in real life. Somebody goes out a limb and says, oh, this big-ass, clunky-ass Balenciaga boot is cool. The right person wears it. Now it catches fire. Now everybody starts doing it to look cool. And then now you got a trend. That trend starts in hip-hop. So it's like fucked up with hip-hop when you take a look at what rap music, especially now, not all of it, but the majority of it, what it's done to our society and how much it's really affected our society. So you find with somebody making fake Stetson. But see, if you can match my quality and then you want to make a fake page and say this is a rugged out custom and you can get away with it, go for it. I'm not going to say it's right. No, I'm not saying it's right. But what I'm saying is I'm not preaching that it's right, but what's wrong with consuming it? If somebody is bold enough to do it and has the ability to make a knockoff of a big company, I'm not a big company. I'm a handmade everything company. I don't have a workshop. So I guess maybe that's not the best comparison. But no, I'm not saying that that's okay. But if you have the ability to do it, man, especially with these big companies, billion-dollar corporations, man, shoot it. Shoot it. Shoot it. There's lines, though, like Context Matters channel. No, but if my Context Matters had 50 million subscribers, Mr. Beast level, and somebody went to go make a replica of Context Matters, it's not going to work anyway. So that's a different type of comparison. Man, look, they got the right replicas. They got the right websites, but a lot of times you got to get like connected in with a lot of them foreign companies' WhatsApps. They got like phone numbers and shit. There's a page that I used to follow on Instagram. Honestly, it's crazy enough. I never purchased from, but they were so real. I just was always so scared. Like, I can't buy a fake Jordan because what if it come and it look fat or chunky or something? And so but I had this Instagram page that used to post reps, and I was like, nigga, there's millions of people wearing these motherfuckers right now that don't even know it. So I'm like, shit, if it can pass, it can pass. I'm all for like affordability and not fucking up the pockets of youth who think that spending their money on material brand named items is the way to look successful. That should be something that we got to figure out a way to kill, because little whether we believe it or not, a lot of what is occurring financially and being detrimental to our society is spending money on frivolous items, like material items like clothes that you spend $500 on, but it cost them $399 to make it. You just think because of the name it's just supposed to be. Nah, bro. I hate that ideology that's put out there. I for sure hate that shit. But we'll be better. We'll do better. Hopefully one day, if we can all come together.